Well, hi everybody, I'm back. I think I might have figured out how to do this, or I can get the dill and me in at the same time. It's kind of hard a lot of times because, well, it's been hard most of the time because I think I've been doing this the wrong way. But it's not the first time I've done something the wrong way. That's one thing great about living as many years as I have. I'm not the quickest learner in the world, but or the best student, but sooner or later I figure something out. I guess if you've got long enough on the clock, anybody can figure things out, even me. So this is going to be about Robert Mueller. I know he's going to testify because I don't think he'll defy Congress no matter what. And he's going to get called. So let's see what he's thinking about this or what's going on with him testifying. And let me put these out of the way so I don't grab the wrong ones. Six of Swords. He'd rather go crawl in a hole somewhere, leave the country, go underground almost than have to testify. It's going to be like pulling hen's teeth to get him to testify. But he's not. He's too much of a constitutional law person to ignore a subpoena. If they subpoena him in to testify, he will come. They may not get out of him what they want because he's so reluctant to do this. He's just totally reluctant to do it. Well, the influence and obstacles about him testifying is the walking away card. Is just his testimony alone going to be enough for Trump to walk away? I'm saying that nothing would make Trump walk away because he's totally delusional, and I think down to the facts that he really thought people were cheering for him over in England. I really think that's how delusional he is. And of course, he's got Fox News feeding that delusion daily, where they were booing his. I seen a Jill on video on YouTube today, and I think it was on the Young Turks, and they were showing how everybody was booing Melania Trump, and Bolton walked out this door, and everybody was just horribly booing. And Fox News said they weren't booing Melania Trump. They were booing Bolton, and Bolton just loves being booed. Now, if that is not the most far-fetched thing I've ever heard in my life. To start with, probably half the people in England don't even know who Bolton is, at least not by sight. And she's a celebrity. She's the one they were all standing there to boo. But anyway, it's just ridiculous. And people actually watch this crap and feel like there's some truth in it somewhere. How can there be truth when people are standing 50 foot away from you, 3 or 4, I don't know how many people were there, at least a couple of hundred, maybe 3 or 400, booing you when you walk out a door, and you don't, Fox News spins that around to where, anyway, it was just ridiculous, like most of the things from there. So I don't watch Fox News, but every once in a while when you're watching, I watch that David Doyle, and I watch the Young Turks, and sometimes they'll show just little clips to show what's going on over there, because that makes it easier for people that watch real news to figure out what's on these people's minds, and to kind of forgive them a little for the way they're thinking, because we think that they know what we know, and therefore they must be strange people if they're still backing this monster in the White House. But if we have no idea what they're being fed, then we can't judge them or anything because they're not getting a picture of anything that's going on. And in fact, from the stuff that came out this week, I guess if you had a study menu of Fox News, you would even think there was nothing in the Mueller report that showed how guilty Trump was of different counts of things. So, especially of obstruction, I think there was 11 places in there or something where it was a clear obstruction. And as far as what he calls collusion, which there's no such thing, but as far as cooperating with Russia to get started on this, to get into this campaign, to get voted in, they didn't get enough information to do anything because everybody was taking the fifth or lying. They even said everybody was lying in their testimonies. So really, anyway, I'm talking in circles. Let's quit talking in circles and let's get back to Mueller. So this is what's on his mind. He'd rather go to China or a different planet. But if he does testify, it might be the end of Trump because it looks like somebody's walking away here. And I don't think, I said this is going to be about Mueller. He's not going to walk away. Like I said, he's too much into the law to turn the Congress or the Senate or the House down if they subpoena him in to testify. At the foundation of the reading is yes, he is going to testify. This is a yes card. But this is also the truth card. And so this shows that if he does testify, he would, and this is like, yay, everything's turning out okay. This is just a card it's just a good card. So, if he testifies, it will really help the American people, and it really will help this information get out and get started. Even if he doesn't want to, it's still going to help. And he's really worried right now when he does come in to testify, how careful he's going to be because there's a lot of stuff pending was in other courts in the Southern District of New York and a couple of other courts that if he's not careful, he could say the wrong thing, and he's going to have to be really careful about what he says because there's a lot of stuff that still needs to be classified and not out there. Not necessarily because it's classified by the government, but because it's classified for till these court cases come out. And what's going on in him right now and on his mind is even as much as he detests going in and testifying, even though he knows it would really help the people find out just what a scoundrel, and that's the nicest thing I can think of to say about Donald Trump, just what a scoundrel Trump is. He knows in his heart that this needs to be done. He knows it needs to be done. Can you see that card or not? I was looking up there. We got the Ace of Cups here. So he knows down deep in his heart and his soul and everything that this is something that needs to be done. It's something that he needs to do because I think it's finally dawned on him that our government isn't working. He may be the last one. He wants to keep everything so up, and it's not working on the up and up right now. He knows if he comes out and testifies that a lot of stuff are even going to come out about the family. And this is some of the stuff he's kind of thinking about, mulling over in his mind at the current time, because a lot of that stuff hasn't been brought to the surface yet because I think they're in some of those lawsuits in New York. So that's what another thing that's going through his mind is this is going to sink the whole family, but there's a lot of stuff in there that yet needs to come out. And he's still thinking about that. The people around him, and I'm going to say this Queen of Cups is his wife, doesn't think exactly like he does. She's just wanting him to get out there and tell everybody what's going on. That's all that's on her mind, is to get out there, tell everybody what's on her mind. I mean, not what on her, on his mind. What's really been going on, and what it says. To her, it's just cut and dried, and they're not agreeing on this. He's just dreading it so bad, and she's hoping and praying that he'll just take a deep breath and go do this, because she feels like it's part of his duty, and he feels like his duties are over. And this is Mueller's wife. And the hopes and fears around him, he's afraid that his Republican family, and of course he's never been supposedly that deep in politics, but he's thinking that his fellow Republicans and stuff would think less of him. But in his heart, he knows that the only way that he's gonna even make his family happy, this is a family card of truth, is to come out and tell the truth. And the outcome of this, that's his card, is yes, he will go testify. Got this, yes, he will go testify. Yes, he'll be totally truthful. He's going to bring a lot of information through, and he is smart enough to know to bring the right information through. So it looks like it's going to be a wonderful thing for the country when he does go to testify, even though in his head he doesn't want to say that much. He wants to keep it all in. But, I mean, not keep it all in. It's not like he's afraid the information's going to get out. He doesn't want to be the one to put it out. That's what's going on. But anyway, so that's what I get from Mueller, and hope you enjoyed the reading. I know I did. I love doing these readings. And so I want to thank everybody, and if you liked it, don't forget to push the like button and the subscribe, and thank you all so much. And remember, personal reading, LynnTarotReadings@gmail.com. LynnTarotReadings@gmail.com. And just send me an email, and I'll get back with you and tell you how to hook that up. Bye, everybody.